hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and I'm back with another new team. This time I'm focusing on Hail. So we have our Hail setter, Abomasnow. The issue is, a lot of times with weather teams, what you want to do is have like 3 to 4 Pokemon on the team that will set the weather or abuse the weather. However, with Hail, all those Pokemon are like ice types, so they're all going to share a bunch of weaknesses, a bunch of very common weaknesses, and they have like 1,000 weaknesses. So we don't really want to do that, but the beauty of Battle Spot singles is we can craft our team slightly different. So instead of having 3 or 4 Pokemon that are all ice types, instead we just have the Abomasnow and the Rotom Frost here, because one thing that Hail does is it makes Blizzard 100% accurate. Blizzard being a 110 base power ice type move, it also lets Abomasnow there use Aurora Veil. And so what we can do is with the team preview, remember we're only selecting 3 Pokemon to bring into battle. So we might bring our Hail stuff, or we have the option to not bring our Hail stuff. And that's going to keep our opponent kind of guessing, like they might bring Pokemon expecting us to bring the Abomasnow and expecting the Rotom, and then we don't bring those, and it completely throws them off. At least that's what I'm hoping happens. So we've also got a defensive Abomasnow here. We're going to attempt to get Aurora Veil off. It's EV'd, well, basically the same thing as my Ferrothorn, but it is not nearly as defensive as Ferrothorn, or has that great of typing. It has like 7 weaknesses. But Aurora Veil, what it does is if it's in Hail, if it's not in Hail, it will do absolutely nothing. But if it's in Hail, basically you set Light Screen and Reflect at the same time. And so we've got the Light Clay, which will even extend those turns. And then Jellicent looks like a pretty good partner for Abomasnow. Resistant to fire, immunity to fighting. You can't cover all the... I don't think you can cover all the weaknesses, but Jellicent seems pretty good. Scald to inflict burn. Strength Sap to lower opponent's attack power, regain some health. Taunt for to mess with our opponent's wall Pokemon. And then I thought, well, what else could I use? And I wanted to pick Pokemon that could complement each other without the use of Hail. So the next Pokemon I added to the team was Kommo-o. It is an Assault Vest Kommo-o. So boosting its already high special defense. And Assault Vest with Drain Punch. Normally, Assault Vest, when you use it, you don't really get recovery moves because you can't use things like Recover. You can't use Rest. You can't use Morning Sun. Because Assault Vest says you have to use only damaging moves. So you don't get those types of options. But we can still recover our health with Drain Punch. So Pokemon that learn offensive moves such as Drain Punch, Leech Life, Giga Drain are going to be great matches for the Assault Vest because we'll get to recover our health, stay longer in the battle. And to round out his moves, we've got Dragon Claw, Iron Head for fairy types, and Ice Punch, which, so if we Dynamax the Kommo-o, we can even use our Dynamax moves to reset the Hail. And then I thought, well, okay, Kommo-o is going to be super weak to fairy types. And so I thought, okay, well, let's add a Silvally to the team. Now, what type would I want to make Silvally? Well, there's 3 types that can resist fairy: Fire, Poison, and Steel. Now, naturally, you might think Steel because it grants a whole bunch of other resistances. Well, it also adds another weakness to Fire, which we don't really need on this team. So I went with Poison, though, because a lot of fairy types, they're running... I've noticed that they're running like Fire-type attacks to deal with Steel types. And also, some of them are even going as far as running the Steel Reduced Berry, so... But how many of them are running Poison Reduced Berry? We've got Multi-Attack, which is 120 base power move, 100% accuracy. So I wanted to go Physical Silvally, but I also wanted to go with Parting Shot, because Multi-Attack, Parting Shot are kind of its 2 signature moves. It's not the only Pokemon to get Parting Shot, but It's one of them. So Parting Shot, what it does is it lets you switch out, and then you drop your opponent's attack and special attack. Now imagine this, I use Parting Shot with Silvally, and I switch in this defensive Arcanine, who has Intimidate. So now you've got 2 physical attack drops on your opponent's Pokemon. Then you launch a Will-O-Wisp. We're just going to completely nullify physical attackers, and maybe even special attackers. We've got Snarl on Arcanine. This is actually kind of a... for a doubles build, but I'm adopting it for singles. We'll see how it does. Flamethrower for damage. I mean, I guess technically Snarl does damage too in Morning Sun. And then Rotom, we've got a Choice Scarf Rotom. I guess that's going to be one of our big damage dealers. Is firing off those 100% accurate Blizzards or Thunderbolts. Or we can also trick our Scarf. So we have some other neat options on this team with Strength Sap, Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Aurora Veil, Parting Shot, Trick. Just different ways we can cripple our opponent and just kind of wear them down over time. That's my plan. Let's get into some games and see how well it works. I feel like I ramble too much on the team preview, but I have so many thoughts about the team and how I made it, and my goal is to be within 5 minutes, and then I end up going over that. And then I still don't get to say everything I want to say. Like, I want to say that even if this iteration of this Hail team doesn't work out, I do have backups for Abomasnow, and I could even swap the Rotom Frost out with, like, Beartic, who has Slush Rush. I have a Choice Scarf Timid Abomasnow that's more about launching off those 100% accurate Blizzards. And Choice Scarf on Abomasnow will probably throw some people off. You know what? We're gonna bring Hail this time. And do we want Arcanine? That Rotom Heat can be an issue, as could Dragapult. I don't know what he's gonna bring. He doesn't know what I'm gonna bring. Look, he's still in the team preview. He's looking at my team like, what is this? Is he going to bring Hail, or is he not going to bring Hail? That is the question. And what type is Silvally? That's another neat thing about Team Preview. Your opponent does not get to see the items you have on your stuff. So this Silvally, and he doesn't know what type this Silvally is, or if it could even be a normal type. I have seen like normal Choice Scarf sets with Silvally running around. And they use him as a special attacker. I prefer the physical attacker. We've got that awesome 120 power physical multi-attack and Swords Dance. I can't ignore those things. Alright, so first game with the Hail team. Let's see how this goes. It's Lapras. Lapras typically carries water, ice, and electric attacks, all of which Abomasnow does not actually care about. So I think I'm free to just go for the Aurora Veil here. With the Light Clay, this Aurora Veil defense boost is going to last 8 turns. He's switching. You don't have a Weather Setter, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. I am kind of worried about that. Okay, he's going to take some hail damage. And Rotom Heat is actually a problem for the 3 that I brought. Number 1, because I don't really want to switch Rotom Frost into this. So I guess we're going to switch Arcanine. Now, the obvious thing he might go for here is Dynamaxing and using Max Flare to get rid of our hail and reset the sun. That's okay. I'm expecting that to happen. That's why we brought Arcanine. Even though I don't have Flash Fire on this particular Arcanine, I went for the Intimidate. Intimidate is just so good. Then again, that's not to say Flash Fire is bad by any means. Yeah, he's Dynamaxing. He wants this hail gone. Yep, he's going for the max flare. That was kind of pathetic damage. I have to laugh at that. Sunlight is up. That is okay because our Morning Sun on our Arcanine does not mind that at all. Sunlight will turn Morning Sun into a full 100% recovery. It's almost like I planned for scenarios like this. Wow, Max Lightning not doing it either. And I have a Citrus Berry on this Arcanine. I mean, we're not, the issue I have here with this Rotom Heat is with the 3 that I brought, I cannot do damage to this thing. I mean, I can stop it from damaging me. Look at this, we completely stalled out his Dynamax. We completely stalled out his Dynamax, and he didn't even take our Arcanine under half. Let's restore this, because I'm kind of expecting him to switch out, but I'm also wondering if he might be choiced. I wonder if that's a choice Specs or a choice Scarf. We'll just keep going with the Snarl here. It'll do a bit more damage to him now that he's not Dynamaxed and no longer has that double HP. It did a bit more. My other idea is that maybe I can get the Hail back up and maybe finish this off with a Blizzard at some point. Of course, that requires me to set up Blizzard and then get my Rotom Frost in. We're still under Aurora Veil. Okay, the electricity disappeared, so the power-up for electric attacks is gone. I'm expecting him to switch. Look at all these special attack drops he's got. But I still don't know if this thing is necessarily choiced. Let's just keep going the route we're going. We missed. We've got like a 5% chance of missing with that. He can't be Choice Scarf because he'd be outspeeding us. Ah, and our Aurora Veil's gone. Okay, we gotta go for another Snarl. He could be Spec. That does not look like Specs damage, though. That thing could just be not choiced at all and end up having, like, a Citrus Berry. That's an option. Oh, hey, look, Lapras is back. We'll lower his special attack. And this brings me to another point. Another thing I might change about this team is making this Arcanine into a more offensive-oriented Arcanine. Because right now I've got like 2 defensive Pokemon with me. I can't touch this Rotom Heat. And this is just kind of slow-going stall. This is not quite what I had in mind. Well, we know that we are free to set up another Aurora Veil. So why don't we do that? Although I could just go for Blizzard or even Leech Seed. Wouldn't be a bad option, as he's probably going to switch back into the Rotom Heat. Now, remember my general tactic. Don't do the same pattern of moves twice in a row if it's not getting you anywhere. So we're going to mix things up, but our opponent is also going to mix things up. Am I mixing things up here? Yeah, this is where I'm pausing, and I'm like, let's mix things up. Let's go for a Leech Seed. Because he's expecting a trick. What is he tricking me? Oh, I have Choice Specs now. Okay. Choice Specs with Leech Seed. And now he has a light clay. So he was choice specs. Okay. I'm partially expecting another trick here. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do now. We've got Leech Seed and Hail on him. So this Rotom's time is limited. But we can't stay in with Abomasnow. He knows we're going to be switching. Because the specs being locked into that, he's going to trick. Oh! Arcanine gets a light clay and he gets a citrus. That's my citrus berry. Oh, that's lame. I mean, we are going to get some Leech Seed recovery. So we took away most of that Citrus Berry's recovery, but still, I didn't want him using my Citrus Berry. Part of me wants to go for a Will-O-Wisp here. I'll just go for a Morning Sun, just recover my health. Expecting, you know, a switch. Oh, we're paralyzed. That's wonderful. Oh, the hail stopped. We should get our hail back up. I want to get my Rotom Frost in, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, and I need the hail up before bringing Rotom Frost in. And then again, it would actually be good to bring it in right now. Because then I could go for a Volt Switch here. We still haven't Dynamaxed yet. Okay, we've got our hail up. Now let's go for... We still have Aurora Veil up. I think. We're gonna check on that. Oh yeah, we still have 3 turns of Aurora Veil. You know what? Let's see just how good Aurora Veil is. We'll go for Choice Specs Blizzard. Oh, Overheat. Can we survive this with Aurora Veil? No, we cannot. Maybe if we had Dynamax there, but I don't think I wanted to Dynamax. That's fine. Because now, my Rotom gets to come in. And we can fire off a Blizzard. This should hopefully kill it from this range. That's my hope. Oh, it lived with a slight sliver of health. Darn it. Oh well, Hail took it out. Alright, what you got next? Because you don't really want to be bringing your Lapras into this. He doesn't necessarily know we're Choice Scarfed either, he just knows that our Rotom is faster than his. He's got Hatterene. What I should be doing is Dynamaxing here. Because otherwise, Dynamaxing Arcanine is just not going to be a good idea when he's got a Lapras in the back still. But part of me was also kind of hoping that we might kill this thing in one round. Ooh, we're not. We're not even close to that. Mystical Fire, that's going to lower our special attack, unfortunately. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, I need to... Oh, our Aurora Veil wore off. I need to Dynamax with something. The other issue is I don't think we're going to be able to one-shot the Lapras. Lapras is a pretty beefy Pokemon. And our hail stopped. This is where I feel like I should have a more offense-oriented Arcanine. This is not going to be the first time that I feel this way in this next series of battles. I could trick Scarfit. I can't trick. I've already locked myself into Blizzard. Plus, it might just go for the water attack anyways, because our Rotom's at a range where it's... Yeah, we've got 3 minutes left in the battle. This is another reason I think I should go more offense-oriented Arcanine. A giant refrigerator is attacking you. Another thing I probably should have done was Dynamax the previous turn and use Max Lightning to set up this electric field, because that would power up the electric attack, so then when I hit Lapras with it, it would deal more damage. But I'm new to this whole hail thing. The fact that we've done as well in this battle as we did, especially against a Rotom Heat, alright, we'll just go for the flamethrower. You got this. He's got this. We don't got this. When I say you got this, I'm talking about my opponent. Yeah, I don't even know what that attack is. I've never seen that before. Is that like a signature attack for Lapras now? Like, it's not Surf, but I don't know like what additional effect it has. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Alright, we lost, but that shouldn't be much of a surprise. We're playing a Hail team. But we're going to keep trying. We lost some points. That's fine. We're not giving up on this yet. It's a new team, new style. I'm still learning the ropes with this and what I should be doing and when. Okay, we got another battle. Inteleon Weezing. Oh, that Weezing can negate our Hail if he leads Weezing and has that neutralizing gas, and I lead my Abomasnow, my Hail won't activate. We've got Arcanine, Frosmoth, Braviary, and Eldegoss. Well, we've got a couple things that are weak to fire. I should bring our Arcanine. Como-O. The Silvally seems like a good idea, too. Because it can hit everything for at least neutral damage with multi-attack. So we might be able to get a Swords Dance up and then just sweep with it. We're faster than most of the things on this team with our Silvally. Our opponent's locked in. I still don't know what else I'm doing here. Arcanine and... Yeah, we'll try out this Como-O. We'll not bring Hail this time, mainly because of the Weezing. I mean, that Weezing could be a Levitate Weezing, and I could just be worried for nothing, but... I don't know. We brought Hail and we lost. Let's see what happens when we don't bring Hail, and we just have it sitting in our team preview. That's the beauty of 3v3... Battle Stadium singles here. He's got Frosmoth. You know, let's just go for a parting shot. See what this Frosmoth wants to do. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Alright, parting shot. So attack and special attack fell, which special attack is more relevant for the Frosmoth. We're going to go into our Arcanine. Yeah, we don't want to bring Como-O in on ice attacks. And he Quiver Dances up. Yep, I was kind of expecting that. And let's go for a Flamethrower, just because if he decides to stay in on this, we need to threaten this thing with damage. We got to get some damage on this thing. But we resist both of his stab attacks. Yeah, he's not staying in. There's an Inteleon. I can't say I was expecting him to bring Inteleon. Because if I had brought Abomasnow, that Inteleon wouldn't be doing much to me. Do I go Como-O here? I can set Hail with Como-O. Not that that's where we're going with this. You know what? Let's try out this. Let's try out the Assault Vest Como-O. I need to save this Arcanine for the Frosmoth, potentially. But the thing here is, he's seen our whole team. He still has a third Pokemon in the back that we don't know which one he has. We're gonna go for the Drain Punch. Okay, so it's a Surf Inteleon with... This could be painful. Yeah, so he feels safe to Dynamax here, knowing that Inteleon is pretty good against the 3 that we brought. Can't blame him for this. Oh, Max Airstream. Not Max Hailstorm. We survived! Haha! We survived! Your speed is up, that's okay. Inteleon outsped everything we had anyways. That's not gonna give us the recovery we wanted. If I Dynamax, don't I survive another hit? I think we should. Does that bring us to 160 health? We're gonna do that. Just because if I don't take down this Inteleon, I feel like it's about to sweep my whole team. And I feel like this is the move we have to make. Max Airstream, do we survive? Yes, we do! Oh, I'm liking this Assault Vest Como-O. We'll finish off Inteleon. Of course, he's going to be able to bring out something to finish off my Como-O. But you know what? That's okay, because it means we've traded Dynamaxes. And I'm okay with that, because it means we're not going to lose to Inteleon. It means we can just lose to something else. Braviary. Okay, what I should be doing is Max Hailstorm here. But I'm just like, it's a Braviary. Let's just use Max Wormwind and lower its attack. Oh, it's bulking up. Oh, that's wonderful. This is actually really bad. And the reason it's really bad, Braviary has the Defiant ability, so when one of its stats gets lowered, its attack gets boosted 2 stages. So it's like, hey, I'm about to undo the attack boost on this bulk up. And now I'm about to get wrecked. And it's faster, because we don't have any speed invested into this Como-O. How do we not lose this? Well, we need to save Arcanine for the Frosmoth, potentially. So, we'll go with Silvally. And we're not going to Parting Shot. We're just going to... We need this thing off the board. We're going to go for the multi-attack. It's poison type, so it'll be neutral damage, but it's 120 base power off of stab as well. And that is enough to take this down. Okay, good. Good, good. And there's the Frosmoth again. I want to try out one of those at some point. And we'll go for we're just going to keep going for the multi-attack. did good damage. And he goes for the Quiver Dance. That might make him faster. But he can't hit my Silvally for super effective damage, so I think we should be able to take a hit. Silvally's got base 95 stats all around. About to test that theory. Hey, we took it. Like I said, we still have our K9 in the back, so hey, we won a game with our Hail team when we didn't bring Hail. Well, we're off to an interesting start. So we're gonna play more with this team. I'm not gonna change anything just yet on it. I want to get some more battles in. We've only had 2. So we're gonna play more with this team as it is, but we're gonna do that next time.